sleep token reaction. Brother, hit the like. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. My name's Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. I have reacted to sleep token several times in the past. In fact, there was a recent song, Caramel. Okay. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. I'll have a playlist at the end so you guys can watch those reactions if you are so inclined. But this one is Damocles or Damocles. It sounds like an ancient Greek philosopher name or something like that. Does that have a meaning? Is that a real word? So we have here, Damocles is a character who appears in an anecdote commonly referred to as the Sword of Damocles or Damocles, an allusion to the imminent and ever-present peril faced by those in positions of power. Very well, I get the gist. I understand. Now we go to the video. See, this is why research pays off. May take a little bit longer, maybe some viewers drop off, but the real ones are here for the reaction. And with that, grab some popcorn, put on your headphones, get some water, and let's go.
Well, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black. And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Is this gonna have some sort of epic transformation at the end?
Are boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. Well, nobody told me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
I like how they're keeping the piano even for the harder parts of the song. The glitching ending there. Okay. Man, what a wonderful combination between heavy drums and the keys on the piano. That is art. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. I knew it. I knew they were gonna turn it up and, you know, get the energy going at some point. However, I do like just a regular soft rock approach to music. I wonder if they've ever done a song that was just in that kind of mood, right? Like we saw at the beginning, sort of lighter, not as aggressive, just trying to tell his story, singing, right? Playing the piano, before it gets into, you know, the sleep token way, if you will. But I think they could have just, you know, gone like that. In some alternate universe, we would have gotten soft rock, sleep token. But of course, they had to do their thing, and you know, I like it. I like how the song, their music always has great evolution, which I think it's key for songs. You don't really want to start off strong and plateau and then kind of end, or, you know, have a peak here and there. It's sort of standard to maybe have a high point, of course, and we saw that here. I mean, that's kind of how it works. It's like a pyramid, if you will, or something like that, if you drew a chart. Because it started off soft, then we got the loudest part in the middle, kind of middle endish, around the 65% mark of the song, I would say, in most songs. And then at the end, it kind of fades away lightly again, right? Just hearing the keys, very high pitch, very nice melody. But yeah, it's with sleep token, there's always a very drastic change and a wide range, I would say, of sound levels, volume as it is. The visualizer here, maybe one of my favorites from them. They always have this flag burning, representing the band, I guess. And at the end, it's completely burned. It starts off, it starts to, yeah, there you see it, catching fire. And at the end, there is no flag. I've noticed that with all their videos, and they always have the same sort of architecture in the same world. So they've kept it consistent using the same artist, same animator, whoever created this, which is also very cool to see, you know, like their theme or their identity stay the same throughout and not giving us like completely different, you know, style of graphics or something like that, but they're staying consistent. And to me, this is, I was looking at this, I was like, I think I would want to live here, right? If this was a house in the possible world, and if I had billions of dollars, then I might get a house like this, right? Not necessarily gigantic, but well established, decorated, you know, with style, sort of ancient columns. You got the fountains of youth, and the pillars representing whatever, I don't know, your achievements in life, your certificates. And I think, is that like a flamingo? It's like a black flamingo bird statues. Anyway, I just like the style a lot, and I was picturing a world based on this thing that they have going on here, and I think that's really cool. But also his voice. And before I let you guys go, his voice reminds me of somebody that I saw in an audition for The Voice years ago. He was just a kid. The Voice audition. And I want you guys to, in the comments, confirm or deny if you think his voice sounds like the singer here. The Voice audition, Ed Sheeran. I don't think you're going to expect this. Well, maybe I haven't heard this in a while. There it is. It's IBE. IBE. Tenerife Sea Blind Auditions. The Voice. Van Vlaanderen. I don't know what country this is, but maybe Poland? Germany? But look it up. Just a Ed Sheeran Tenerife Sea cover by IBE. And it's just a kid with glasses, very young. And for some reason, his voice, I mean, it's a bit higher in pitch, but like the deeper notes and kind of the shakiness of his voice reminds me of a Sleep Token a little bit. So check that out. Leave your suggestions down below for other songs that I need to see. And of course, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.